Providing.
Yeah, very good morning to everyone.
Yeah. Good morning. So today we have a new speaker. This is Runjhun Sharma. She's a spiritual healer, energy healer, plus a tarot reader. And she's going to talk about soulmates and karmic relationships today. So we welcome you, Runjhun. And it's
Thank
over
you.
to you. It's
Thank
over to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you able to share your screen?
I'm not able to share my screen actually.
You have the option at the bottom, screen sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Just click it and then click on your slide. Having problems? नहीं हो रहा? And J resolve हुआ? Can you see that option, screen sharing?
Yes, I can see the option.
So click that
Yeah.
and the whole screen will open where your PPT. Have you opened your PPT first?
Mm.
You have to first open your PPT.
Okay.
Yeah, first open it, then it will become visible on the second window. क्या हुआ?
Yeah, I've opened the PPT.
now screen sharing खोलोगे ना तो उसमें visible हो जाएगा. फिर उसके ऊपर क्लिक कर देना. Screen sharing खोला? उसमें दिख
Yes,
रहा है
yes,
आपको?
yes, yes.
So click on your slide. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
sure.
Yeah,
Is
good.
it
Thank
visible to
you.
everyone?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Yeah. So
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, universe, for opening it.
yeah,
Yes.
took me a while to figure that out.
Yeah, no
So,
issues.
first of all, I would like to say that I'm really grateful to be here on this platform and expressing myself and sharing my knowledge that's related to soulmate and karmic relationships this time. And before I begin, I would like to say that our whole life, the whole purpose, the reason why we are born on this earth is to exchange our karmas with people who we meet, whether they are in our life for a brief time or they are here for a long term in our life. So it's regardless of that. Even for brief moment like, a day or two, that really counts because the universe has its own plans and the divine has his own plans. So we are going to keep it simple this time. I'm not including the twin flame relationship. It's a very deep term and there are a lot of dimensions to it. So I would rather start with soulmate and karmic relationships this time so that you will be able to have an idea what kind of relationship you are going through in your life and you can sort it out yourself. So let's begin. So here I would like to explain first like understanding soul ties because that's how it begins. Before we are born, we make a contract with some kind of soul ties with the souls that we are going to be incarnated over here on this plane. We will understand the concept of soulmate. We will understand what is a karmic relationship, and we will understand how the karmas in a relationship are formed. And then we will explore how we are going to uh, overcome these karmas. And in the end, we are going to have a healing prayer. We are going to do it collectively. That is going to help us release and understand the problem that we are facing right now in our relationship. So let's begin. So as you understand, soul ties are very deep relationship that can be mystical, that can be spiritual with another person. It can be a purely emotional connection with the other person, regardless of any kind of relationship that we are having with them. It can be family, it can be platonic, it can be just between friends, or it can be romantic also. So that is a soul tie. It's like we are bound to the other person in some way or the other. And it's very difficult at times to understand what is exactly happening, but we are bound to that person in some way. We feel like, I'm bound to this person. I don't know, I feel like being with this person. I like this person so much. I don't understand why. So that is your soul tie. That is where it all begins. So it can also be just a spiritual relationship with the person, regardless of anything else or involving any other pattern or anything else. And it can be a connection where you feel mutually drawn to each other. That is a soul tie. That is the beginning of any kind of relationship with any other soul that is incarnated with you on the same timeline on this earth. So when we begin with soulmates, so everyone is having this kind of, romantic fantasy that soulmate is someone who is a romantic partner or somewhere we can just, get married to or have kind of intimate relationship with. But in truth, soulmate is a very vast concept actually. Soulmate means the person with whom you are absolutely, embroiled in a kind of relationship that is very hard to define in the first thing. And the other person, you are not feeling needy for the person. That person is there. You have this kind of, mutual kind of understanding, and you have this unconditional feeling that is very beautiful, and you have a connection with them. That is why it's called soulmate. You feel connected to them spiritually, and it translates to any kind of earthly relationship that we're having with them. That person feels connected to you, and you feel connected to them, and it's an affinity. It is more than just sexual intimacy, because it can be your friend, it can be just a neighbor, because you feel connected to them, so you share things with them, you sit with them, you talk to them. It can be your own relative, it can be a teacher that you feel like that is my soulmate. And there's also a concept called soul sister, soul brother, these kind of things. So they are our soulmates. Why they come to this earth is because they are here to support us in our journey, to help us understand more about this world, these people, about us, for our own spiritual journey. They're a supporting platform to everything that we're doing over here. It's the divine plan where a soulmate is sent to you so that you will feel like I feel adjusted in this world. Like I feel that there is someone who understands me, and thanks God I have this person in my life. So that person is your soulmate, not just romantic. Um, and if we come to a karmic relationship, so the karmic relationship is, first of all, I would like to explain that it's a relationship where the other person or the other soul is born within the same timeline as yours to teach you about a lot of soul lessons, to teach you soul lessons, to balance you, and to exchange karmas with you. And now I would like to explain that the karmas will be absolutely chaotic. So at times you might have seen that there are partners. Of course, karmic relationship are very much based on two people as being intimate partners. We'll begin with that first. So you must have seen people who are constantly fighting with each other, partners who are constantly fighting with each other and still staying with each other. It is because they are meant to do this. Because the other person, the other soul and them, they have some kind of karmic debt in between them that they need to resolve, that they need to let go of in this lifetime. That's why they are brought together again as per the divine plan. And they need to resolve that. Whether it's, for instance, I know a couple. So the girl in the previous relationship, in the previous past lifetime, what happened was that she committed suicide because of the guy. He wasn't committing to her. And in this lifetime, they're born as husband and wife. So the girl's energy is such that she is having a lot of anger issues right now in this lifetime. She directs all that anger on the husband. But the husband has to grin and bear it. He just have to smile and say, okay, whatever it is, whatever you like. So this is how their relationship is going. Uh, he has to accept her, he has to provide her, he has to love her, he has to care for her, while she's the one who's inflicting all her pain of past life, all her anger of her past life on him because they have to resolve it. Now it's up to them to stay together or to, move out of the relationship. But oftentimes I've seen that in karmic relationships, this life partner relationship, they are not able to move out from each other. They're not able to get away from each other. So I think best solution here it is that you should understand the pattern, you should get the healing done, you should get the cord cutting done, you should do the inner work. It will help in transition. So whatever the divine plan is to keep you together, to understand each other, or to move away from each other, get a divorce or separate or whatever, that will happen too. But at least this time you are aware, you have someone or a guide who's guiding you, letting you know. So you should seek that help. And now about karmic relationship that are platonic. So in those relationships, so what happens is that the other soul or the other person comes into your life, and your life is turned upside down 360 degrees, and you don't understand what is happening. I wasn't like that. I wasn't behaving like that. I wasn't supposed to be like that. This is not exactly my character. This is not the kind of person I was. And you are absolutely not able to understand how this person has changed you inside out. All of a sudden, you are acting different. No, you're not acting different. It is your old past life karma that is coming out to be resolved in this lifetime for your spiritual growth. So the other person who has created so much chaos in your life is to bring you back to yourself so that you would understand what is wrong, what is right, and how you need to make changes to make things better in your life. And then when you realize this thing, the person moves out without you having to do anything. They leave you, they go away. The relationship ends, the friendship ends, or whatever it is, it just stops. The communication stops, absolutely. So you might have seen some people who just come into your life and then everything abruptly stops without any reason. That is the reason, because your karmic exchange is done with that person. So it can happen once, it can happen twice, or it can happen many times with many people that you meet in your life. So there's nothing to be like, anxious about these things. At times we do wonder, why is it happening with us? This is the whole reason why is it happening. It can be a karmic relationship. You had a karmic debt with that person, and that's why this is happening. So now we'll understand that how karmas are formed, especially in relation to relationships, of course. So we often think that, because just because we are aware of so many things, we are elevated soul, that we don't have karmas or we don't have any kind of, karmic debt or anything like that. But that's not true. The thing is that the reason that we are born over here is because we all have karmic debts to pay to so many people, so many souls that we are going to be meeting in our lifetime, in our life journey. So it's continuing as long as you are living, as long as you are again and again incarnating on this earth, you are going to be exchanging karmas, and that's the whole reason why you are there because the karmas were created, and you need to exchange them, you need to resolve them, you need to dissolve them right now in this lifetime, because you are given this kind of awareness. So you are absolutely blessed. And if you have someone in your life, some guru or some spiritual guide who has taken birth as a guru in this lifetime, follow them. You are very blessed. You are having this ability, you're given this chance, this opportunity, so that you would be able to resolve your karmas. But how to resolve it? See, the karma begins from thought process first. So the moment you start thinking, like take for instance, there are two friends. Okay, so one of them keeps on saying that you don't meet me very often, you don't take out time for me, you're not there for me. And the other person keeps saying, I'm there for you. No matter what, I'm not able to meet you, so it's okay. I'll meet you, I will meet you. So the moment you are thinking about the other person, making promises or saying these kind of things, it has started. The karmic, a relationship has started. You have started forming karma with that person. So when you say these things, when you do these things, when you think about a person, when you create a thought in your mind about the person, about what you're going to do, how you're going to be with them, how you're going to proceed further in your life with them, that is how a karma is created in any kind of relationship. So, but but the biggest thing is that it is still possible for you to resolve that, or to just end that right now in this lifetime. So anytime when you find that you're giving false promises, or you're making too much promises beyond what your limitations are as a human being, and you are thinking about that person constantly, or you're drawn to that person, but in actual not able to take any steps, or not, you're overcommitting to that person, you are creating karmas beyond this lifetime, and then you will have to be incarnated with that person to resolve those karmas, the thought processes that you have created in this lifetime. So you have to stop that right there. Stop saying, I will meet you, when you know you can never meet that person. Stop saying, I will do this for you, when you cannot do that for that person. Stop saying that I will be coming over there, or meeting you, or doing this thing for you, or will be doing that for you. These things are just creating unnecessary karma, nothing else. If you can't do, just say that it's not possible, I can't be doing. And tell this to yourself also when you sit and meditate, that it's okay. I'm not able to commit myself to that person, to that relationship. I'm not able to go beyond my own personal limit. My schedule is too tight. I just can't do it. And that is how you stop your karma from unnecessary forming for that person, with that person. In this lifetime, he or she might feel like, see, that person is just not, interested, or not really there for me. I've been there for them, but they are not there for me. But that's okay. That's okay, because you have a higher awareness, you have a higher spiritual purpose, because you are more elevated than that person. So you can stop that. Now that you know, I'm pretty much sure that you will be very mindful in saying and doing things when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your friends, when it comes even to your relatives or anyone. And you'll be very mindful of forming these kind of karmas further. And that's the reason why we keep on reincarnating on this earth, because we need to pay back. We need to do that. We need to fulfill that promise that we made to that person. It creates a very deep impact on the psyche and the spirit of the person. If you keep on saying to your uh, crush, or your partner, or your beloved that, oh, I will meet you, but you're not able to make time. I will take you out on a date, or we'll go there, or we'll do that. The other person really absorbs all of that. And our soul is, beyond whatever that can be explained. We always carry everything from our past life, the imprints from our past life. Those imprints are the karmas. So don't create it. Don't create it unnecessarily for yourself or someone else. And it's going to be very beneficial for you. So So this is what I wanted to explain. If anyone is having any kind of question or anything that they would like to ask me, they can ask me now. No questions. I hope I'm able to explain myself and everything clearly, and everyone is having the kind of clarity that they needed.
Thank you, Runjhunji. It was really interesting. And some of the practices that you are mentioning, that's really great, because we often are not think about, how our these communication can create, over time soul contract.
Yeah, actually, because it's a very simple thing actually. But the thing is that we don't pay attention to it. And majority of the time it happens like the person involved is not aware of these things. I have, accumulated a vast knowledge, wisdom, everything, whatever you can call it. And I've came to this realization that, it is easier to avoid these things rather than, just carrying on with something that you can't actually do, or you can't, actually commit to. So it's okay. It's okay. Today you are being the bad person. I can't show up. I'm not coming there. I can't commit to this thing. But in future or in a next lifetime, even if you incarnate, it's not like you are having a lot of karmic debt to resolve, and it would be beneficial for you and for the other person too, the other soul too, of course.
So anyone else has any question, or you want to share your, you know, experiences? Jaya ji.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
And first of all, I would like to thank you and acknowledge you, because many things opened up, like you explained in a short time, but very well.
Okay.
So I just want to ask that how do I assess my karmic debts or karmic whatever? How can I assess, or I have to approach you, an expert like you?
See, the most easiest way to access a karmic debt is when you become aware that there is a pattern in a relationship that is repeating over time, even though you're putting in efforts, but it is not resolving. Like I told you, that there are kind of relationships that are chaotic, karmic relationships, of course, and the pattern that is being repeated in their life is that one is always the dominating type, never ready to listen or surrender to the other person, not having the kind of any awareness to any of these things, and the other person is always submissive. So the person who is submissive is always suffering. I'm always doing everything right in this relationship with this person, and still things are not settling. This is a kind of repetitive, I would say pattern. So this is your karmic debt. You will have to pay. The other person is not aware because the other person is there to inflict it upon you. And many times there are people who keep on facing that why do I always meet bad people in my life? Why do bad things happen to me? These are your karmic debts. You need to understand these are your patterns in any kind of relationship that keep on, chasing you everywhere, and you're not able to get out of it. So you need to first understand this, and then the root cause of where it's coming from, why it's coming, and what is behind it. What do you need to pay? What do you need to resolve? What do you need to understand? What do you need to transcend emotionally or karmically to come over it? That's the thing.
Yeah, thank you. I got it. But I want to ask that, do you give a personal session or anything like I can?
Yes,
Or
yes, of
do I
course.
have?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'll
Yes,
take your
it is
number and
available.
I'll speak to
Yeah,
you.
sure.
But it's a big opening because many times we keep things in our head. So that also
Mhm,
brings down all the energy, like potentials we have.
mhm,
So
mhm.
I'm facing few of them. So I will take your support.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
So it
Thank
is
you.
like
Thank you.
you just need to realize what is it that you're facing exactly, and then we can get to the root cause of it, whether it is developing from this lifetime or past life, or this person was in your past life and why it started over there. And once you gain the awareness, then healing and all the other things are being used, so you can release it, you can dissolve it, and things really become better. I have seen that.
Yeah, I get that
Although it
completely
takes
because
time, I mean, like it's not an overnight process that things you settle
Mhm.
immediately after seeking consultation or healing, but
Right.
it does, it will provide you inner peace and relief first once you
Right, right. There
realize
are
it.
lot of like questions we have, but like you are an expert, so I can get a consultation so that I will have a clarity on that. Because
Of course,
normally
of course.
one like I'm not able to move ahead in certain
Mm-hmm.
places where I don't have the clarity.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes feel this is right, sometimes feel that is right. So
Mm-hmm.
expert can put me on.
Mm-hmm.
And moreover, like I've been absent for this session long time, but I jumped in today. That is also
Oh,
some
because the
correct,
universe guided you that now it's your time to get healed, to
correct, correct.
transcend that kind of
Yeah,
karmic debt that you've been carrying from so many years and so many lifetimes.
correct, correct.
I
I want to
always
acknowledge.
believe that when people are brought together on this kind of platform, only those who are willing to, and only those who are leveling up from their awareness level because of the divine plan, because of their own soul's plan for the growth of their soul, they are the only people who are able to join in or to able to gain this kind of knowledge or awareness.
Very true. Right. I want to acknowledge Shabana ji and everybody who is organizing, but they constantly keep broadcasting it. So that's why I could jump in today. Saw it in the morning, then I said, let me. catch it. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you, thank you.
Anyone else has any question? Vasanti, Gitanjali, Meenuji, Meenaji.
So I hope that the concepts that I'm trying to, clarify over here has provided some kind of, insight into whatever you are going through at present with whoever you're going through. And it will help you transcend it. It will help you understand what is exactly going on.
Yeah. Meenaji wants to share. Yeah, Meenaji.
Of course, sure, sure.
Yeah, namaste. Yes,
Say,
I
yes.
have a quick question. Like,
Yeah.
I watched some couples, senior, especially in a distant family, their relationship is very bad,
Mm-hmm.
very, very bad. But if, like, I'm just thinking aloud, like, if somebody, some agency is trying to help intervene, if the wife is being abused or husband is being abused, I'm asking general, not
Of
naming
course.
anybody. So basically, are we intervening in their karmic also? Because this is what they had planned to go through that. And like healers or government agencies, if they are like also, these social services and all. So are we intervening in their karmic contracts? I'm just curious to know, thinking aloud and talking aloud. Yeah.
See, the thing is that the moment when someone comes up to you as a healer, you are a healer, okay? And if someone is coming up to you and saying that they are facing this chaos in their personal life with the personal relationship or with some kind of person, it is you are not intervening at all. Intervention by you as a healer would be when you are trying to force yourself into their relationship and tell them you are having this kind of karmic debt and you really need to resolve. Why aren't you listening to me? If they're coming to you with a query or with some kind of question, or they want to ask you, or they're discussing with you, you're not intervening. It is their time to heal. It is their time to transcend it all. It is their time to gain, level up, growth, for wisdom, for these purposes. So as a healer, you are not intervening at all. You are helping them. You are
No,
providing
not
them.
as a healer. No. My question was, yeah, not as a healer, ma'am. Like the family people get involved, sometimes in-laws gets involved, and sometimes immediate relationship they get involved.
Then they
Either
all are tied. They all are tied in that karmic relationship with each other.
are they creating karma? Because if
Yes,
they are
yes, yes.
doing
They are
anything
creating
negative
it
or
further.
positive,
Of course. Of course they are. Yes, they are. They
so
are not
so
coming
basically,
in between the plan. They are not coming in between the plan. It is more like they are adding fuel to the fire.
yeah,
They are not
yeah,
there to resolve anything because everyone is not having that kind of elevated awareness that they are going through a karmic relationship and they are having a lot of karmic debt against each other. So these needs to be resolved, but instead they are just putting in their worldly knowledge or you shouldn't be doing this or that or whatever. They're just adding fuel to fire, nothing else. They are also connected in some way or the other with that couple, with that person, with them in general, not just the relationship, but there might be some kind of past life connection that they need to resolve with them also. Are you getting my point?
so being silent witness and watching, yeah, see, being silent witness
Mm-hmm.
and watching injustice is also like, are we creating karma that way? Like we are watching something is going wrong and not getting involved, and they are not directly coming to us for advice, and I never think that I'm that elevated enough to give an advice, but at the same time watching things go wrong, injustice, is it also we are creating as a human, as a human and as a soul, we are creating karma, that we are seeing something is going wrong, something is going it's not proper justice, and still we are watching it, dealing with it, and living with it, or basically observing it. So are we also creating, as a silent witness, we are creating karma?
No, as being a silent witness, you are not creating any kind of karmas. You are allowing the thing to come up as much as it can, and you are helping them, follow the divine plan. Because at times it happens, I understand that you cannot intervene into someone's life. You cannot intervene into someone's relationship. It happens that you are born to be just a witness to it. See, at this time, whether you are a healer or a non-healer, my advice is that you just pray internally for them, that God bless them, God show them the right way, give them the kind of guru and the guidance that they need to transcend this karma. What you can do is just pray, sit over there, pray for them, send them healing energy, or send them, positive vibes that these things would resolve, that they would come off as a better person, grow as an individual, whether together or apart, whatever it is. This is what you can do. And you are not creating karmas with them when you are not dealing with them directly, when these kind of things happen.
Yeah, in Bhagavad Gita they say like to watch anything going injustice is all you are creating. Like it's not all right to just watch. In Bhagavad Gita, the essence is in one of the chapters. I cannot name it right now, but
Okay.
yes. So like there's a conflict as a healer or as a spiritual seeker, as well as referring to Bhagavad Gita. So that's why this question came up.
No, that's okay. That's
Okay, thank you.
absolutely okay. Thank you.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, how we have to correct ourselves to break this karma?
Yes. It's not like we always have to cut ourselves off the person or the relationship, because cutting off would mean that you're avoiding it or you're escaping it. That's called escapism or escaping mentality. That's the way you are psychologically. You is just safeguarding yourself against, I don't want this chaos. I don't want this person is creating a lot of chaos in my life. But as a spiritual person, you have to stay there. You have to understand. You have to figure it out. You have to get the kind of guidance that why is this happening? Where is it coming from? Is it from this lifetime? Is it because I created it? Or is it because we both created something that we are, going through the repercussions or the results of something? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank
Because
you.
because at times that we really get so much involved either with the person or we get so much in the flow with the situation that all of us, I would say all of us are humans, even me, that we are not able to see the bigger picture. So it's better that you just think, you just pause, and you understand if this is happening, again and again. If this is a repetitive pattern, I would say that, just jot down these things. Sit in quiet and write down these things in a diary or somewhere so that you will be able to reflect on it and understand if this has been happening repeatedly. If something is happening repeatedly in your life in a relationship, then it's trying to teach you something about yourself, about the person, about why is it happening, the pattern, the depth, of course, all these things.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. I understand. Thank you. I can do something like journaling kind of thing,
Of
so
course,
that I can first I have to understand, then only I can correct myself.
that's the thing.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Because sometimes we all are, human beings, we all are, psychologically very embroiled in our lives, and we are analyzing everything, our mind, logic, and everything, applying everything everywhere. So it's better that, we, write these things down. When we write these things down, we read it again, we go back to it, and then we'll understand when we are in a sane mind, when we are, in a non-judgmental mind, we go back to it, we read it, and we'll understand. Oh, that I did that. That led to this thing.
Yeah.
Of course. But if this is repetitive, this is happening again and again, you have done nothing, or you feel like the other person is doing nothing, and this thing is again and again coming up. So is your karmic that you really need to resolve this thing with that person.
Okay.
Not just emotional or psychological level, because it is beyond that. See, there are some kind of wounds that wouldn't heal, some kind of emotional traumas that you carry, some kind of emotional imprints, or some kind of memories from past lifetime with this person that you can't understand. For that, you need a healer, you need guidance, you need to understand why is this happening. So that requires time, that requires, a session that would help you at least understand why is this happening. It begins from there.
Yes. Fine, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Any more questions or any clarifications that anyone require?
Yeah, that was a beautiful presentation, Ranjan. Thank you so much. Very detailed. तो आपने जो उसमें एक मेंशन किया था ना केस दैट वो हस्बैंड जो है आराम से उसको सुनना पड़ेगा, वाइफ बोलती रहे जो मर्जी. So will he be able to maintain, like will he be able to not react if he's in that karmic relationship?
He will react,
Wait.
but he won't react to the extremes that she will leave me. He will have this
Okay.
kind of fear within himself that she is going to leave me, so I shouldn't go to that extremes, or I shouldn't say or do anything that would make her leave me. But in actual, the thing is that she or the other person, the other guy, whoever the other person is creating chaos in the relationship, is not going to leave at all till it is resolved, or
ये
will
ना कि
resolve it
हर
too.
हर कोई में पावर नहीं होती कि सुन ले आराम से, वो तो
हाँ,
रिएक्शन
फिर
तो
लड़ाई
होएगा ही
होती
होगा.
रही
तो देन आई
वहां वो.
सपोज दे.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. फिर उन दोनों
It's
की लड़ाई
it's
होती रहेगी.
ongoing practice basically.
Actually.
When I am doing it after I'm married now 35 years, so पिछले 1.5 साल से हमारे बेगम की बातें सुनने शुरू किया. Otherwise, I was so dominating, so short-tempered. Now I realize, so I can see a lot of peace in myself. Yeah. तो आपका नंबर ग्रुप पे डाल देंगे शिबाना जी, तो आई विल कांटेक्ट यू.
Yeah,
That will
sure.
I will take the consultation. Maybe I can move faster. So I want to do a lot of in social things, but because of certain things, I'm stopped. So maybe. And it was a wonderful session. Short session में आपने मतलब so clear and बिल्कुल आपका मैंने ये देखा कि there is no stop. Like I have seen people who come to deliver, but बीच में कुछ ना कुछ flicker रहता है, but आपके इसमें बिल्कुल flicker नहीं. You are very clear in answering, and that too a layman can understand.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I just felt very guided that, people today are, we all are human beings because we are over here. We have certain kind of relationships. So some people, whatever with the kind of relationship is, you're not getting into the dynamics of that. But the thing is that we are bound to this earth by the relationships we have, and we are exchanging karmas with people we are in relationship with, and people are not aware about this thing. We think it's just something, हाँ फ्रेंड ही तो है, बेस्ट फ्रेंड ही तो है, या क्रश है, या मतलब पार्टनर है, या तो क्या हुआ, वो तो ऐसे ही चलता है. तो सम पीपल डिसमिस इट एट लाइक, हाँ ठीक है, केओस से तो कुछ नहीं होता है, छोड़ना यार, कुछ नहीं होता है, ऐसे तो चलते रहता है. बट दे कीप ऑन फेसिंग, and at the back of the mind they get this kind of thing like, why is it happening? Or why am I going through? Am I the only person who is going through it? The other person is not feeling this thing. So I decided that why not, take up this thing as as a beacon and guide people out of it, or help people understand what they might be going through, because it's very necessary that you should have peace in your life with the kind of relationship or the person that you are with right now, no matter whatever the dynamics. And you need to understand that uh, why are you going through, why is that person putting you through it, or you are putting the person through something. So it's very necessary. I have came to this personal realization after I have faced a few things in my life myself, and I've transcended that. I'm very blessed that I got that kind of awareness and guidance and everything and all. And I'm able to elevate myself, and I'm able to do these things. So I'm going to help people out, whosoever is facing this thing. This is my mission on this earth.
Great, great, great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Runjhunji. It was really a wonderful session.
Thank
So,
you.
I don't think we have more questions, but we look forward to hearing again from you.
Session.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
If there's, something that you would like me to take up, like, the topic of, like I said, that the topic of twin flames, everyone is so crazy about twin flames these days, but they are not actually able to understand what is a twin flame relationship, why is it, why a twin flame is sent into our life, or why we are separated from our twin flame, why we haven't met them yet, or we have met them, but things are not going right. So it's a very vast concept. But people are just, gaining knowledge from YouTube and all of these resources that are unreliable and unstable, and people are just copy pasting knowledge and just making things out from nowhere. So even things like that, it really impacts us. It impacts our karmic journey. It impacts our karmic relationship a lot, our thought process in this lifetime, and that is a very elevated, very high kind of high vibrational and high exchange, high energy exchange relationship. So maybe sometime we can discuss that too.
Yes.
Today you were going to do a meditation also?
Yes,
Short
yes,
meditation.
of course. That's just a short meditation. So I would like everyone to keep their hands like this and make a temple. First, take a few deep breaths. Center yourself. And first, you need to think about the most strongest relationship, person, or the issue that is bothering you, and visualize yourself within this triangle. That is the temple, that is your safe space, that is the place where you will heal. You can also visualize the kind of, soothing color as per your choice, the color that you like. Majority of the times I'll suggest something like green or blue is going to be much more better. So you're within it. Visualize you're in this temple. This is your soul's temple. This is your core. This is where everything resolves, because the divine has guided you. Because you're standing there, you're asking for healing. Now think about that person or about that or negative thought that keeps on reoccurring, or that negative pattern. And you need to say that, for instance, for me, it is losing my temper. It can be as simple as that. So I lose my temper because my soul has chosen it. We are going to say it 3 times. Every single line we're going to say it 3 times. I lose my temper because my soul has chosen it. I lose my temper because my soul has chosen it. I need to overcome this habit of losing my temper because my soul has chosen to overcome it. I need to let go of this habit of losing my temper because my soul has chosen to overcome it. I need to overcome this habit of losing my temper because my soul has chosen to overcome it. I have the capability to overcome this habit of losing my temper. If you are having some kind of relationship issues, you can put it here and you can say that I'm having the ability, or I'm given the ability to transcend this relationship or this chaotic situation, because now my soul is ready to release it. And you're going to say it 3 times. I am willing to overcome, release, heal this situation, this person, this negativity, this thought, this pattern, because my soul has chosen to heal it, overcome it. And when you're done saying, take a deep breath, release it all, and imagine all the chaos, all the problems, all the issues, or whatever the issue that you have been addressing is going to the ethers, is burning in the divine fire. And you are receiving healing. That person is receiving healing, or that issue is being resolved, or you're going to be guided to resolve that issue. And it is going to move out from your life. It is going to provide you peace. It is going to provide you with inner knowing that it's done. And that is how you will know that it's done. Just stay there in your soul temple for a while and keep visualizing how beautiful, how light you feel, how amazing you feel after this is resolved. These are the seeds from where positivity will start growing. You will start feeling better. Take a deep breath again. Release it from your mouth. And you can open your eyes and you can move the temple. You can come out of the temple right now. So this practice can be done for one cycle 21 times, 3 times each and every line. And this will really help you release a lot. This will really help you feel a lot better about yourself and about the situation and everything and all. And you will gain insight and you will gain peace and serenity within yourself, and you will feel centered after doing this. This is a very powerful practice. Although it might be, something very simple, or you might think that you can dismiss it. But once you start applying it with full faith, everything works. I've seen that. Miracles only work when you have faith. God is always there to bless you. There are always angels, there are always spirit guides around you. If there is negativity, there's a lot of positivity too. If there are negative forces and dark forces that you think is like pulling you down, then you need to just think one thought, one positive thought, that If there is Satan, isn't there a God? If there are these opposing forces that are dragging you down, then there must be some angel out there also trying to bless you, trying to create awareness, trying to help you to come out of it. There must be something. That is how you keep afloat, no matter what happens.
Awesome. That was really beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
wonderful. It's, like, I was quite confused from the morning. So, like, coming into this session relieved me a lot. And I just want to thank each and everybody. Thank you.
I'm glad I'm able to, add something, and I'm glad that I'm able to provide something that
Uh,
I'm
I
able
would say
to.
that that Almighty has sent you as an angel today.
And thank God.
Thank you.
So thank you, Runjhunji.
Thank you.
I have a question,
Yeah,
Shabana.
sure.
Okay, this meditation that we did, is it only to heal ourselves, or is it to heal the relationship that you have with the other person? Might be bothering us for some things that the other person has is irritating us in our daily life.
For
So,
both, for both purpose. It is used for both purpose. It can be used for a relationship, healing the other person, even when the other person is not, willing to. So you can use this prayer at any time, any given day, at any moment. All you just need to do is center yourself, find a place where you can sit calmly, and you can do this prayer. And just visualize that person. If you want to heal someone else, like he is having anger issues towards me, so you keep that person in the soul temple, and then you start healing them.
okay, so you imagine that person in that
Yes,
soul
yes,
temple.
yes. And if
And do
you
you
are
imagine
having,
yourself
yes,
also?
yes,
Both of us together.
yes. And address the issue when you are praying. That this is the issue, and I'm willing to heal it. I'm willing to get guidance or something, or things like that, so that you will both move out of it.
And for how long should one do it for it to be effective, do you
21
think?
times. 21 times. This prayer is should be done 21 times in one go.
That
That is
means
one cycle.
repetition of what you're saying 21 times
Yes.
at the same time,
Yes.
at that moment.
Yes.
How long, how many days do you think it takes?
I will say that the relief, the peace, and the guidance comes immediately if you are willing to accept it, if you are open to
Yes,
it.
I can feel it right now.
That's good. That's nice to know. So you will get some kind of insight immediately. And I'll say that it differs for every person in every situation. Like there was a person who was having this pain in their joints. It wasn't arthritis exactly, but it was an emotional pain that was bothering them for so many years. So it's a lot of deposit of negativity and a negative thought process that the body absorbed, and it started affecting their joints. Even after diagnosis, they were not, able to actually pinpoint, and they were not having arthritis. And that person was very young. So they started doing the soul prayer, and immediately they started feeling like something is being lifted up from them. They felt like a release from their joints. And as they started doing, within a span of 10 to 15 days, they kept on doing it every day, daily, without, stopping. And they really felt like 50% of the pain was elevated. So it does help.
So, in the
But
case of session, sorry, in the case of physical pain,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing? You're saying,
I'm willing to release this physical pain or emotional trauma that is causing this pain. I'm willing to heal it. I'm ready to heal it. I'm ready to transcend it. It's like that.
so do you think it's coming from some past life? These pains and aches and relationships is all connected?
Yes, of course. Of course. At times I've seen that there is people are having pain in their chest area, and it's not diagnosed as any kind of medical conditions, and they are not able to understand even after doing stretches and all of that, everything and all, that why is it coming, where is it coming from, what is the reason, and it's related to their past life relationship or their past life. Maybe they have been stabbed in their chest area, and it's coming up right now in their lifetime, that their soul has decided that now is the time to release it, and they are not having any awareness related to it. So it happens that uh, it is connected to that time. We need to go back to that time to understand that.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it happens. I mean, like our fears and phobias are also related to past life. Our relationships that we are having in this lifetime are, they started, building up in our past lifetime, and that's why we are getting to experience those relationships in this lifetime with them. We think that we created it right now. We just met them right now, but the kind of affinity that you get, or the kind of feeling that you get, I met this person before, I know them, there's a kind of knowing or kind of connection. It is a past life connection.
So is that a twin flame?
Twin flame is a very vast concept. It is related to age difference. It is related to mirroring back your fears, your growth process is absolutely, on point when they appear in your life, why they appear in your life, when they appear in your life. It's a very vast concept. So maybe next time, if everyone is unanimously asking me to present on twin flames, then I'll talk
So
about
it's not necessarily a romantic liaison, is it? No.
twin flames. It can be romantic. It can also be just an emotional connection, or it can be only, I would say that only physical connection with that person. So whenever you are with a person, understand this thing that even if you're having verbal exchange with that person, that is energy exchange. Physical contact with a person is energy exchange. Any kind of emotional relationship with a person is energy exchange. And that energy exchange entails a lot of things. Understanding yourself, understanding the other person, being connected with that person on an energetic level. You've already started that.
Oh, very deep and very interesting. I think you should take up this.
Thank you. I will. I will. I will if everyone is willing.
I'm sure everybody would like
Definitely,
to.
we are willing, and we look forward to that session as well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
can I contact you today? So, what time?
By evening.
Or maybe,
Evening.
huh?
Yeah, by evening. By evening, that's okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much once
Okay.
again. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, and see
Yeah,
you
thank
again.
you everyone for participating. You've been a good audience, and I really like questions because I really like to know if the uh, audience have understood my concept, if they want to gain more clarity or insight into whatever I've said.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.